Hello Libra, welcome to your relationships reading for mid-February to mid-March or thereabouts. And yeah, it's going to be a general one, so please take what resonates and let the rest go. And let's welcome in the beautiful high frequency archangels, Ascendant Masters, light beings, spirit guides, our higher selves, and we also have the Pleiadians assisting us with this reading today. Right, Libra, let's see what's going to jump out here for the center of your reading. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. So you're likely in a kind of a secure connection with someone at the moment, possibly. A secure relationship or marriage or partnership. Let's just... and maybe you're getting a little too comfy there, possibly, if that resonates. I mean, is there such a thing as being too comfortable? Okay, that flipped. All right, so I'm just going to pop those back in there and give that one a quick shuffle. So the Nine of Pentacles has flipped out here upright. This is sort of like independence, but it could be that, you know, if this is a couple, maybe you may relate to this or may not resonate. But you know, this is someone who's very secure. Almost sort of fixed, maybe, you know, been building up security and comforts over many years, okay? And maybe this is a connection, okay? So it's either that you are one of these people here, so this one is sort of like doing their own thing, okay? But it's not to say that this person can't be, is not in a connection or relationship of sorts, okay? You know, sometimes we think the Queen of Pentacles goes with the King of Pentacles, okay? But from my mind, I don't see why, you know, a Knight of Pentacles lady couldn't be, you know, here. Or it doesn't matter what gender you are, of course. But so maybe you're looking to do your own thing. Maybe you're in a relationship that is supportive of you doing your own thing, okay? And I don't mean going out and doing another relationship necessarily, although it depends, you know, what you ascribe to there. I mean that, you know, this person here is, if this is a harmonious connection, then this person is not threatened or is not insecure in the way of, like, if this person needed to explore, you know, different career paths, different spiritual paths, or different types of learning, or even, you know, traveling and that type of thing. This person's not upset or threatened by that, okay? If this is a harmonious connection. It could be that this is you, Libra here. And maybe you're looking to, you know, this is very kind of fixed, grounded energy, okay? Maybe you're looking to develop some sort of passions here, but I feel that in terms of relationships, if you're feeling stuck, maybe you're taking care of your finances and you've got a nice life for yourself, but maybe you're looking to sort of add some passion in to your connection here as well. If that's not already happening, okay. Yeah, let's just see. I mean, it's looking quite harmonious there. I have a feeling you're in a fairly harmonious situation and you're either of those energies. Underneath this is Temperance. So this is an energy of balance. This is driving the reading here. So that's really interesting. It's like something is needing to come into balance within your relationship here. This could be you and a family member, you and a friend, you and your partner. You know, it could be anything here, Libra. Okay. Or, you know, perhaps a work colleague as well. Just recently, I think there's been something that's been uncovered. So there's sort of some either miscommunication, or there's been stuff going on behind the scenes, possibly. There could be a little bit of deception or something like that. Now, sometimes we it's not that we are deceiving others. Sometimes we can be deceiving ourselves. Okay, so this might not necessarily be talking about this other person in this connection that we're talking about. Okay, it might be that there's something uncertain or something a little confusing or something unclear about the nature of this connection. Yeah, or there may be something uncertain to you, for you there, possibly. And at the moment, it's looking like maybe you're making plans. Okay, maybe you are planning to, you know, in the name of creating more balance and harmony here. Maybe this is a case of this person is sort of like a homebody, and this one is sort of, Libra, this one is like out and about and, you know, interacting in the community and all the rest of it. Maybe the king is not so much, okay, if that resonates. So whichever one you are of these, maybe Aquarius, you're looking to bring balance in here. So this one, perhaps, if they're always out doing their own thing, maybe they're looking, maybe there's a balance here of this energy being in the home a little more, being sort of more fixed or grounded. And if this energy is overly grounded, maybe this is about loosening that energy up and, you know, expanding it out. Because maybe there's a mismatch here at the moment. Maybe these two people are like ships in the night, or maybe they are not sort of seeing eye to eye. I mean, that does make sense, doesn't it? Because it's, what I mean is it makes sense in the reading. Because this person's sort of looking that way and going the other way. So maybe these two connections here for you, Libra, it's like maybe they feel like they're in a relationship, yet at times they feel like they're not in a relationship. Okay, maybe there's something of that nature going on. Or maybe they feel like they are, but maybe then they feel like they're not. In the near future, wow, this is the Hierophant. So if this is like, maybe this is a new connection as well, and maybe this can be about commitment in a connection, okay? So yeah, maybe this is a new connection. We might just grab the rest of the cards. Let's see your current energy. Oh, this is the World, okay. Yeah, this is getting interesting now. It's sort of almost looking like these two energies could be, you know, potential partners or potential business partners or whatever, and there's some sort of, perhaps there's a commitment around the corner, if that resonates, okay. A commitment of sorts. This is your current energy of the World. This is like a cycle wrapping up and a new cycle beginning here for you, Libra. Wow, and also the Chariot. This is sort of about you also bringing in, you're looking at things like mind, body, spirit, emotions. It's about protecting your energy, okay, here, Libra. Actually, you know what? Let's just pull the rest of the cards and then we'll get a sense that this reading is becoming more complex. Okay, the Lovers as well. Very interesting. Ace of Cups, so emotional renewal here. So in terms of your relationships, your divine connection here, Libra, this is going to be flourishing as well, and the Strength. Okay, all of a sudden, the last line, including the bottom of the deck, are all major arcana. Oh, sorry, except for the Ace of Cups. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana in this reading. So I'm just going to pause for a minute because there's some major stuff going on here for you, Libra. So let me just be back in a second. Okay, Libra, I'm looking at the connection, the center of your reading here. This seems like a very important connection. And it's sort of looking like, in terms of personal growth and overall spirituality, okay, that this is, the nature of this connection is really important to you and really important for you, okay. The Hierophant is sort of expressing some wisdom here, is what this is looking like to me. I'm just going to pick different cards out of the reading and just express to you what I've discovered here. So basically the bottom of the deck is the Strength card, and I feel like this connection for you, Libra, is a test of your inner strength. You are being asked, with the nature of this connection, because I think just recently there's been some disagreement, there's been some confusion, okay? There's energies have been disjointed, misaligned, and something's happened here, okay, recently. But you're being asked to apply some temperance, so some patience, moderation here, as well as your own inner strength. And it's almost looking like when we say things taking things slowly here, it's almost like maybe there's been a disagreement, okay, and that, or maybe this is something's happened here, maybe it's a new connection and you've experienced an argument or whatever, and it's like there's going to be a slow build. There needs to be patience here and a slowness to this connection. It's going to slowly build to either a reconciliation or to, if it's a partner, to a coming together, or, you know, or a greater understanding or a depth of something or rather here. But it's going to be spiritually beneficial for both people involved, okay, as well, because there's a number of major arcana here. So the Hierophant is sort of saying that there's some sort of binding contract between these two people. I feel like it's either a soul contract, so this could be, you know, a parent and a child, or it could be husband and wife, or it could be, you know, maybe a brother and sister, or something like that, okay? There's sort of like or a soul contract, or maybe it's two friends, okay, long-term friends. There's a soul contract here. I think there's been a falling out. There needs to be a gradual building, but patience is being applied here. But it's also a case of, I think, both people in this situation, there's a bit of a pause, and it's about them fulfilling their own desires, because here we have the Chariot, and this is sometimes a test of, it's about soul searching. It's about a deep inner strengthening of spirit, mind, body, coming into like creating cultivating greater inner awareness and inner strength. These two together in a reading are just like saying to me that there's some deep soul searching and some deep work, and perhaps both people are needing to apply some new strategies or a greater depth of self-understanding in order for this connection to come together again. Okay, this is a reunification. It's a union. It doesn't have to be romantic. Okay, it can be just a mutual understanding of like, oh, okay, you know, you're good, I'm good, yeah, we're good. You know, it can be a friendship thing. It might be between family members, you know, parent and child, between siblings, between cousins, between long-term friends. But I feel like this is the reason I'm building to this is because we have the beautiful Ace of Cups here at the end. This is not just necessarily that, oh, you know, you've fallen in love with someone, okay? This can mean that there's more peace, there's more abundance, there's more spiritual connection, there's a greater sense of love and understanding and compassion, not just between these two people involved, but for them as individuals. They're going to be able to blossom in their own lives, okay, to be able to do what it is that they need to do, okay? So it's like a total emotional reboost, okay? And I think there's going to be a greater level of understanding and compassion, particularly, okay? And if this is a partnership applying to you, there's going to be so much more intimacy. I feel like there's a little bit of time apart here in this connection that's sort of necessary. But the world talks about a pause, okay, but also success. But the pause needs to be there in order for things to percolate, for things to process, for people to do the work on themselves that they need to do. And I feel like this is what the Chariot is here to remind you, Libra, as well. Did I say Aquarius? Sorry, I meant Libra. To really, yeah, these two symbols here are talking about body and mind, and then we of course have the emotions and the spirit here represented as well. So it's about really getting understanding and learning from past mistakes. Okay, there might be some self-reflection that goes on here, and as well as some gathering, learning how to protect one's energy, learning a little bit more about the nuances of emotional energies, and perhaps, you know, reading one's own energy, reading the room, reading someone else, okay, like looking at that type of thing, understanding subtle energies. And this could apply to both people in this situation or one, okay. The Lovers, of course, is that a spiritual kind of understanding, right? And these people might even be understanding as well, instead of it just being maybe like a third D connection previously. Maybe this pause and this growth is so that the connection can raise in frequency. So maybe this is then about that they have an understanding of the bigger picture of what the connection means in the bigger picture, okay. So it might be that they then form a greater understanding of their soul, and they might then say, well, okay, so my soul has chosen this experience, and it's one small experience in the spectrum, but maybe this is here to teach me to, forgiveness is one thing, but also compassion and also acceptance. Like if someone's not capable of doing A or B, it's like about accepting that. But both people have to be accepting of the other. Okay, so there could be some acceptance here, so that there's so that the higher self can be felt through both people, or maybe it is just one here, but both people, it's looking like both people are needing to do some work on themselves here. And here we have the Ace of Cups, like divine unconditional love coming in. Okay, and it can also be talking about perhaps this connection here, if there's been some sort of contract between these two people, that maybe there's been a sense of like having to fulfill duty here, okay. But I think maybe there's going to be a softening of that whole idea, and maybe these two people are going to be viewing each other in different ways. Okay, there's going to be a different level of understanding there. Right, I'm just going to grab now for you, Libra, but the Knight of Pentacles is just beautiful in this reading. It's talking about taking things slow, okay, and both people, making plans for themselves, but also activating their inner strength, okay. I can't believe the number of major arcana in this reading for you, Libra. But it's looking like, treading carefully, doing the work on yourself that you need to do, because the other person is more than likely doing the work on themselves that they need to do. And if it turns out that only one person is doing the work on themselves, then, I guess that's, that will play out how it plays out, okay. Let's see. We're going to grab a card here for you, Libra. We just need a nice dolphin card. This is the Dolphin Heart Oracle by Angela Hartfield. We have here entering new dimensions. Yeah, and I feel like the energies are such that this is what's sort of perhaps brought on maybe this disagreement, okay. There's something here about this very fixed energy that has that is no longer perhaps as easily navigated as it used to be, okay. So anything that's too fixed or too fiery is going to have to perhaps go through a process of balancing out, temperance here. So number 4. Okay, entering new dimensions. It says here, move into a place of greater clarity, multidimensional understanding, and amplified sensitivity, and receive the higher levels of consciousness that are now becoming accessible. So when we talk about greater clarity and multidimensional understanding, this is the Chariot here. Okay, this person is coming into a depth of understanding of the spiritual forces and how they integrate into practical daily life. Okay. Yeah, very powerful card, that Chariot. Number 7 as well, number of change. Let's continue. Higher levels of consciousness, yeah, this is the unconditional love here. This is the higher consciousness, okay. Just really awesome. The dynamics of Earth are constantly changing. As the planet accelerates in frequency and the intensity of life is sensed more deeply, this card is a clear message to pursue new ways to cope with higher stress levels. You must learn to match the higher vibrational frequencies and prepare yourself for the new dimensions of existence. There seems to be amplified drama, crisis, and extreme emotions in people and circumstances around you. You feel like you're losing control and have little or no space to recapture your energy between intense situations, challenges, or emotional upheavals. Your sensitivity is increasing rapidly, and managing your vulnerable feelings is now overwhelming. As the planet alters its frequency toward a new wave of awareness, the people, animals, and plants become a microcosmic replication of the Earth. They are also growing in frequency and power. The ever-changing energy will present a challenging time for those who resist the upward spiral of life and energy. Things will become more uncomfortable physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Anger, anxiety, and depression may become more apparent. When you are ready to enter new dimensions, open your mind by releasing old fears. Allow yourself to dwell quietly in the crystal clear understanding of your physical mind, which interrupts your notions concerning everything. You will then see things around you from a new perspective. Learn to regulate your physical body through breathwork, movement, and any embodiment practice appropriate for you. Utilize mindfulness techniques that help you mentally cope with the potentially overwhelming influx of energy and information. Above all, trust that if you are hearing this call to a higher level of consciousness, it is because you are ready and able to achieve it. Dolphins are ultra-sensitive beings and often become ill in confined and unnatural environments. They need to dive deeply, spin, jump, play, and have the open sea to swim in. These activities are how the dolphins sustain clear energy channels, eliminate stress, and stay healthy and happy. Look to them as an example of how to cope with the changes that are currently underway. They want to share their coping mechanisms to assist you with the ascent into the higher dimensions. With this energy, your dolphin guides show you how you are moving quickly through cycles of expansion and contraction. Where there is a calamity or chaos, you contract with pain and stress. As the crisis is solved or released, there is an expansion and self-liberation of your entire being. This flux is swift and continual. Learning to adapt to it and match the vibration leads you to gain numerous attributes such as mindfulness, added clearness, insight, finer tuning of judgment, greater intuition, and clairvoyance, and growing compassion. Just read the whole section on this card called Entering New Dimensions. And yeah, I feel that's what I feel that the nature of this relationship is going through. Okay, I feel like something's happened here because of the way the frequencies are moving. There's been a disagreement because one or both parties are upping in frequency. Probably perhaps one of the people, maybe yourself, Libra, or the other person is upping in frequency and things are not resonating for them. And there's been a pause in the connection between you and this person. And I feel like it's, the energies are such that there's going to be a successful reunification at the end, okay, successful reunion here. But you're being really asked to apply inner strength here, to up in frequency and to really create that awareness of moving into new dimensions, doing the work on yourself and the other person, that they need to do the work on themselves as well, okay. So if that resonates, all well and good. We'll wrap it up there for you, Libra. I hope that's been helpful. I look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, great week, and I'll see you again soon.